Hello again. We're attacking the chassis leg on the passenger side. I've sort of been putting this job off. It was probably the worst bit you could see on the car when I bought it, even though there has been some extra bad bits that you couldn't see. When I bought the car, this came with it. The people I bought the car off had actually got this cut off another car. So it's been sitting behind my shed for a couple of years. I thought I'd better get it out and give it a rinse off, get the leaves and debris off it. So I was just giving it a once over, and there's a bit of rust at the bottom, both sides there, and that bottom piece as well that needs a bit of work on it. So, but all in all, the important bits aren't too bad. The chassis legs, the bit the bonnet holds onto, it's all looking quite good. So this is the one I was tackling. So I had to take a datum from holes on the flat part of the steel, so I could make a scribe, so I could cut off an angle, because I need to cut the same off this new flat bit. So I had to get everything exactly the right size. I can't do it with if I get it slightly wrong, the bonnet might not fit. It might be a bit. I don't want a car longer than it was or shorter than it was. So I had to take references from the old and put them onto the new, so I knew I was cutting it in the right place. And unfortunately, the newer bit I was using is from a later model, so it was slightly different. It seems to have more holes in it. I presume that's for deformation if you have an accident. They must have learned and decided to put more holes in the newer bits. This is it, just tacked on. No, it's not even tacked on there, it's just been got the clamp holding it together. That's where it wants to be. I spent a lot of time making sure it's in the right place. I tacked it on and then put the flat bit on the top. Taking this apart was a nightmare. Drilling all the spot welds out was a lot of work. And you don't always get the drill bit in the right place, and it makes quite a bit of a mess, so it wasn't much fun doing that. Just clamped it in place. Everything seemed to line up as it should do. I spot welded it so I could get the clamps off, and then I fully welded it all the way around. I haven't done the underside yet because I was having to sit underneath it to do it, and it was molten weld was dropping down. It wasn't much fun. So I need to get back onto that. Once I'd done that bit, I thought, even though I had the other side to do, I thought I'd give it a coat of primer. It just looks so much better. And I spent 6 hours doing the end of the chassis leg the day before, and it's 10 minutes to put a coat of primer on, and it just makes you feel like you've done something then, because you've tidied it right up. I didn't prime everywhere because I've still got a bit of work to do in the engine bay. I've got going to put chassis mounted engine mounts in it, and I want to guss it. If you can see in the corner where you'll see more now, where the inner wing meets the bulkhead, that area there, I need to put gussets there just to give it a bit more strength. Do that on both sides. So I'll just clean it up a bit more. And I didn't have I have got sockets to get the bonnet bracket off, but I just wanted to get a coat of primer on it to make it look tidy, and it stops the flash rusting. So next job is to do the driver's side end of the chassis leg, and I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to cut where I've scribed it, so I'm going to cut the inner wing, and then I'm going to cut the whole front of the new piece, this to the right size, and weld it all on, so I don't have to unpick it. It'll all be done in one piece then, and that's hopefully that should be easier. Unfortunately, it's a Sunday and I can't make too much noise. I hope you enjoyed watching it.